Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to this collective space. Today, we're going to look into this week's energy, which will also have a new moon in it. I'm going to dive right in here. I'm using the rose quartz because the Cancer full moon is all about feeling the energy that is coming your way, feeling and focusing on what you want to feel rather than what you want to receive in the materialistic sense, okay? Okay, we have a pathway opening right here, and there is actually leading to a tears of joy. Let's see what's happening inside, which I see extremely clear cup, meaning clarity is the key. Okay, the feeling, not the feeling of clarity, but being clear about what you want to feel, and that maybe you want to receive something, because new moon energy is all about setting the intentions, start to plan your manifestations, what you want to have in your life, maybe something material, but what would it make you feel when you receive that blessing? And this is about setting the intentions, setting the feelings, what you want to experience, rather than the like making a list of the material things you want to receive. So let's see. And we're going to have it on Thursdays, right in the middle of the week. So you can actually put yourself right in the middle of those feelings through meditation. Meditation is the best way, like visualization, closing your eyes and imagining you have received it. What would it make you feel? Because sometimes what happens is we want something that we think that will bring us security, the feeling of security, satisfaction, peace, prosperity. But when you close your eyes and you visualize having it, can even bring discomfort. And don't think that, oh, the feeling is discomfort, so I don't actually want this. No, maybe the feeling of discomfort comes forward because you don't feel comfortable receiving that blessing. Okay, and there is something then you need to work on there. Let's get to the reading now. I see there are waves coming forward here. This can be symbolizing waves of people. If you have a business that requires people, maybe you're giving a service or you are selling a product that can require people to come in waves. These waves can also be symbolizing for some of you. Maybe you want to actually, one of your manifestations of desire can be going to the beach or having a vacation by the beach, and it seems like here these waves are going to start calling you. Maybe you don't really have a specific space in your place in your mind. You might connect with the energy of that space here, okay? And there's a pathway opening, but it's not clear yet. This kind of looks like a queen standing here as well. This can be symbolizing the Queen of Cups energy because that Cancer has that Queen of Cups energy here. This can be someone loving, nurturing, supportive of you. Maybe their shadow, their silhouette is behind you right now. You're going to feel them. Another thing here is self-compassion and understanding is also another gateway to receive what you desire, because the more you give to yourself, the love you give to yourself, universe is a mirror. It just reflects it back to you. And I see there's a shadow of it though. This is not 100% clear. This is not maybe even someone clearly stepping into your life at this moment, but this can even be someone new showing up here for you, reflecting back to that energy. I see someone here showing up with a finger, meaning maybe there is someone coming up with a warning. This can be like this person is wearing a helmet, maybe like a security helmet. This construction feeling come to me. This can be like a literal event that you're going through. Maybe you are working in a space that requires protective clothing, or maybe you're working with people that needs to wear this kind of things. You might be the one warning them. So if you're standing back, maybe you're feeling afraid to speak up, this can be the time to start speaking up and telling these people. Or maybe if you're receiving this kind of warnings, it's time to maybe just keep an open ear and listen what the warnings are. Another thing here is this can be like it doesn't have to be construction. It can be coming up as maybe a financial. Maybe you're stepping into an environment and you're having a hard time to track your spendings, or you want to invest in something and someone is warning you not to do that. That can be the symbol here too, okay? And the finger is like the warning, the finger, it can be someone age-wise older, because like that's like the children. I don't feel like, I don't really, the finger shaking, I don't really approve that when talking to children, but it is something that culturally, wherever you're around the world, it's like when you see the finger, it's known that you don't even have to understand the language, that there's someone actually instructing certain things. So that. So that's why I interpret it in this sense. And this can be someone, but I feel older, wiser energy here. And yeah, you might be the wiser one too. I see there are 2 bags of money showing up. One of them which has like a tulip. It looks like a tulip which has a person inside of it. I interpreted one is like, looks like a blessing for sure. The second one can even be a person. A tulip indicates resilience, your resilience, maybe opening up someone else. This is kind of like reminds me of a teacher position. Maybe you are literally, this is what you do. Your job is you're dealing with a student that needs anchoring problem. We have an anchor here, and you're opening up the tulip. You're helping them with your resilience to open up, maybe start communicating. Or this can be at a workspace that you're being guidance to someone. Okay, this is separate than this event happening. This is something different. So it is leading towards, or it is coming towards this chunk of money, this blessing coming to you. This can be even getting offered to work with in a situation to resolve something. And then when you unlock that tulip, that box, be resilient, you will receive the blessing. This can be coming up as an offer to you as well. Another thing I see here, there's a queen standing. She's holding a sword. This can be a queen of swords, someone stoic, logical, reasonable. Can be Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini. Wearing a gown, a massive gown, and she's standing on top of a massive fish here. So this can be something turning into, like maybe you're getting something done and turning into a long-term contract for some of you, okay? This sounds materialistic. This can even be forming a relationship in a space that you're going to be stepping in, maybe in the middle of the week. And this can even be something spontaneously falling into your lap, but can have a massive potential to spread into the long term, okay? And can be vice versa. It can be you, maybe you're offering someone to resolve a problem you have, and it can turn into a long-term contract. I don't see the contract here, so this can be like a verbal thing, but there's a contract, bigger contract showing here. Maybe it is something that will be discussed, okay? You're stepping into, I see kind of like, this reminds me of those massive gowns the opera singers are wearing too. So this can even be you standing in front of an audience as well, okay? When we move on from this scenery here, the tulip scenery, and the audience is standing in front of you, or maybe you're inside the audience. There is a massive event happening here. This can be maybe something you start planning in the middle of the week, and that can spread maybe even towards the end of the summer, or end of like the August time. But there's a massive crowd here. This massive crowd, this kind of reminds me of like, this is the stage, but you're not on the stage yet, but the crowd is ready for you to take on the stage. So this can be symbolizing, this Cancer full moon is actually, new moon is your time to decide and prepare yourself emotionally to the blessing that you're going to be receiving. This can be even like, if you're looking for fame and you are developing the confidence to stand in front of all these people, this can be symbolizing that too, you becoming famous, and now you're getting prepared emotionally during this time, and then when the time is ready, the stage is ready, you're going to step on there. I even see there's a king here watching, smiling. This can be symbolizing an authority, patriarchy, even like supporting you behind the curtain here, that you're receiving maybe the financial backing on your projects, or like the legal, contractual, whatever it is that you are needing. Okay, that's showing here. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. I see a heavy energy here. You can see certain things are not really moving as fast as you want it to be, but there are two different things here, two desires showing up, and they're moving extremely fast. So maybe there's things, this kind of reminds me of like the sun, maybe like showing in the horizon. Kind of reminds me of a little bit like black hole. I don't know if you guys seen the black hole, which has like a surrounding like a gold halos around it. The black hole is a solid mass that actually just absorbs, sucks everything in. And I heard that the time actually stops. There's no like movement inside of it. Okay, you just get stretched. If something goes into it, it just gets stretched to eternity. So I feel like this is your mind in the black hole at this time, okay? And maybe you are trying to resolve things through logical thinking, okay? But we have here a seesaw, and it's off balance. You see, it's just one part is weighing higher. Lower, and I see number 3 forming on the other side, which indicates creativity, optimism, and thinking outside of the box rather than thinking like following the logical or the certain guidelines that you have around you at this moment. So I feel like you will break free from the black hole when you start thinking outside of the box and get into your situation, involve some creativity in that position, in that situation, okay? But in the meantime, I have here 2, maybe even the 3rd desire coming forward. Small desires, kind of like looking like little symbols of the universe, basically, to you, that you're on the right track. Whatever that you're doing for these small things, maybe you're letting go easily, or planning it out and pursuing those plans, whatever those little things, you need to do those for the bigger stuff as well here, okay? I'm going to dive into your tarot now. We're going to look into where you are at this time, and then what are the messages that you need to know, and the action that will help you here with this black hole. Let's see. You are at the moment of 10 of Swords, which is actually a good thing here, because this can be something that you have been dreading for a long time, or maybe a relationship that you are not really working, but you're trying to make it move further. Seems like that's coming to an end. You like it or not, that's coming to an end. And this can even be something that a dead plant you keep watering. And currently, this is yourself inside that you are deciding that this is not working anymore. So I'm going to put an end to it. And I feel like that will give you the power to get up and move on to the next best thing, next great thing for you. And what you need to know, we have Queen of Swords here. I felt her energy inside the cup. So she's stoic, she's logical, but she's not strictly on the side of logic like the King of Swords. She has this creativity, she has this butterflies, she smells the flowers. When the time comes, she has compassion. So what you need to know is you can follow the path of logic. Yes, exactly, with the number 3 right there that actually told us we need to cultivate some more feminine energy, creative powers, in order to expand in this position, okay? And expand or maybe step up and step into the next best adventure that is available to you, okay? And the creative powers are important as well, creativity. And today, actually, I was listening to one of like those, I have this weird many playlists, different playlists. I have like a one for Spanish music, I have one for French, I have one for like rap and stuff like that. I was listening to one of those rap music ones, actually, that inspired me to paint. So after this one, I'm gonna start painting, doing some watercolor stuff. So if that's the case, if that's what your creativity actually puts out there itself, go ahead and do that. Okay, just when after you finish doing all your things, go ahead and do that creative, follow that creative idea as well. What do you need to do for a fresh start? We have Libra. We have heavy sword energy here. Justice is the action. Just this is basically, when it comes to action, indicates doing the right thing, doing what's right for you, right? What's right by you, by others. And this can be even following the ethical rules. And also, like, you see the king and the rich and the poor in front of her, and they're all on the same level. Nobody's higher here. So treating everyone with compassion, love, and giving them what they deserve. This can be even like if you're working in a place and you're feeling tired because of the weight on your shoulders, not getting satisfied. This can be like doing right by the work, okay, for the humanity, not because maybe you're not getting along with one person in there and sabotage yourself. Just do what's right, and then that will open the pathways that you need for yourself, okay? What do you need to know? There's a new adventure ahead. You have the Falcon here opening up the pathways for you. You have your ship sailing. So you're not going to stay in that same position feeling for a very long time. You're going to go on a new adventure, okay? That's your guidance. Let's get the clarifiers. We have a Tower moment. If you have Aquarius, guys, in your chart, we have fire here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio now with the Tower. At the same position, Aquarius received the same card. So Aquarius is actually the star, the wish fulfillment. And I feel like here you are putting something to an end. It can be coming as a sudden, unexpected way that is coming to an end. But this is, I feel like with the Aquarius energy that just popped into my head, this is going to lead you to your wish fulfillment, your desires. Maybe you're not really seeing this right this moment, but it is going to happen really fast. And it's going to move really fast because these are all fast energies. And you're going to see how successful that will get you really fast also. So it is about just taking it as it is, and moving to the next best thing and the creative ideas that you have. We have here with a Four of Wands, Queen of Swords. This is actually telling you this is time to celebrate. You're completing something in your hand, maybe some task you're actually pursued that didn't work. You're putting that into an end. This can be even a relationship, and you're moving on to the next best thing, and that will come really fast too. We have the Four of Wands of celebration. You will achieve success and celebrate with your loved ones right away. What do you need to do for a fresh start? We have the Queen of Cups here. The action is do what's right, and also self-care, self-love, showing yourself the compassion and putting the mask onto yourself before putting it to anybody else. Like, you know, in the planes, that's what they instruct. I feel like Queen of Cups have that energy, and she is nurturing, loving. Yes, she helps others, but also first she needs to take care of herself, okay? What does the Spirit wants you to know? There's a new day coming forward. The Judgment Day is coming, so everything will be purged. So if you have any maybe anger towards anyone, or maybe things that are keeping you stuck at this moment, they're all getting purged, letting go, being left behind. I feel like for some of you, I don't know why this came to me, but some of you, maybe if anybody owes you anything, they might even return that money back to you. So you can use that for your new adventure. Or if anybody owes you an apology, they're going to come forward and they're going to deliver it to you. So the Judgment moment is going to be working out very well this time. And we're going to get to your oracle now. We're going to look into where you are right now, what you left behind, and where you're heading towards. Let's see. We have here professional assistance. This is where you are right now. So professional assistance can be in any field. Okay, guys? This can be maybe someone you're launching a business. You need someone maybe who can do the marketing, or an accountant to fill the paperwork. So if whatever the idea that you have in the present moment, you need to get some professional assistance, get some people who knows what they're doing. You see all these, I feel like these are actual looking law books, a library. This can be like lawyers or people who deal with the paperwork. So this is telling you to go ahead and look for those. Let's see what you left behind in the past. We have actually, this is a positive thing. So present power means that I feel like you recognize that you are powerful in the present. When you're present, when you focus on the now, in the past, you recognize that you can actually create a better future. Okay, so the past actually taught you that being in the present can actually help you hear the divine voices, get the messages faster. Even when the opportunities come forward, you can catch it right there and then. So it's time to use that power. And I feel like this is the present through the past. With this information, you're actually catching the synchronicities better. Okay, let's get to your future now. We have the dark thoughts, where you're heading towards. There's a storm in front of you, and I feel like this is a conscious choice making. If you have dark thoughts about the future, if you're feeling like the things are not going to go well, and that can lead you towards a storm, okay? But you are at the beginning of this labyrinth. You always have a choice. You don't have to enter into that space, okay? So this can come forward because I have a lot of like sword, which is mental power, maybe too much of analyzing what is going to happen in the future is putting you into this dark space, okay? So present power, that's why it keeps showing up, coming from the past and letting you know, instructing you. Focus on the present, not into the dark thoughts, and have the courage to walk into that space, that new forest that you're not familiar, and it will lead you to a beautiful place, okay? When you have the courage, the energy is going to be rising. The dark thoughts here, I want to see how the interpretation of the writer here with the consciousness. So dark thoughts can take us to the storm, which happened to me in the past, unfortunately. When I get paranoid about something, I made a self-fulfilling prophecy. But whenever I stopped and say, you know what? I can get anything done. I am powerful. When I just embody that courage, everything actually dissipated immediately. So I feel like here, this is what the future is going to look like. You're going to have options here, either or, and this is going to be your free will choice. This card may be a signal you could be drawn into questionable activities, perhaps with unsavory people. Look closely at any new endeavors in your life and at the people with whom you connect. Investigate your choices. Turn to your intuition to determine if they truly honor you and if each endeavor truly resonates with your heart. Okay, so it's about actually questioning yourself, your feelings. Are you feeling intuitively comfortable in that position? And if you're not feeling that, sometimes walking away from something takes courage as well, and use that courage. Saying no can take courage as well, and I feel like here you need to use that. Now we're gonna pull your animal spirit guides. I asked for guidance for the collective. Okay, what's this new moon energy bringing? What are we learning? What are we letting go? And how can this animal even help us? Let's see. We have a boar. Face your problems head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victorious. I love that. So dark thoughts can be like the things that are coming to you as, oh, it's going to get worse. How are you going to solve it? You don't know what to do here. So the boar is telling you, as a spirit animal, question it, okay? Talk to the people, research, and find out how to resolve it, rather than bringing yourself down with this kind of negative, heavy, negative, loaded questions, okay? See, ask yourself lofty questions that can actually, courage, again, coming twice here, head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victorious. Ask yourself the positive questions. How can I resolve it? Who should I talk to in order to resolve this thing? Let's get to your affirmation here. This is extremely powerful affirmations that you can use throughout the week. And let's see what's coming for you here. Okay, I love this for you. I open myself to all good. This is also about receiving the positive. I receive life's gifts with joy and pleasure and gratitude. I love this. All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. Thank you for sharing the sacred space with me. If this reading touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell so we can keep walking this journey together. Your energy means the world here, and until next time, take care of your beautiful soul. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.